Hi, this is James Valvis, and I'm going to be reading a poem today that appeared in Oye's Review and eventually in my book, How to Say Goodbye, on page 156 and 157. Uh, it's not that long a poem, but it does run briefly into a second page. The poem is about my daughter, and at the time that this book came out, my daughter was just maybe about 10 or 11 or 12 years old, and I was having a lot of fun with her. She's a great kid. She was a great kid. And you learn an awful lot about yourself when you have children. They teach you so much, not just about life in general, but about yourself and stuff that you didn't realize about how how you behave, stuff of your childhood, stuff about your parents, stuff about the way you react, your faults. I often tell parents that, I mean, people who don't have children, that they are somehow stunted in their growth because children um, are such an eye-opening experience in every way about the way you see the world. People who have children are much different people than people who do not have children, and how they vote and how they see the world, and in what way their politics and their liberality, their ability to understand, um, and to compromise and to come up with solutions and all the rest of it. They're just stunted in a lot of ways. They're free in other ways. They can go travel or do whatever. They have lots of expendable cash, and other ways they benefit. But some ways they don't learn uh, many of the things that a parent does learn. And sometimes they'll say something ridiculous like, "Oh, my dog is my baby," or something, and it's just, no, your dog isn't your baby. There's no such thing as a dog that's the same as a child. You don't feel the same love for that dog as you do as a child. And if you do, there's something seriously wrong with you. It's just, a pet is a pet and a child is a child, and they're different. And your feelings about them should be different, and usually are. Anyway, the poem is one I like a great deal, and I hope you enjoy it. Again, it's about my daughter and something that happened when she was maybe 6 or 7. Anyway, she was of reading age because she was able to read the title of the poem. And so, here it is, Eating Beauty. I try to keep these things from my daughter, but sometimes it's just not possible. And last week she looks over my shoulder, and before I can shut down the website, she has read the title of the poem and is repeating it to herself, Eating Beauty. Now, all week long, she wanders about town, repeating the title to friends and family, and she wants to know if she can eat the trees, the sky, the birds and their feathers, while her mother gives me the glare that says I'm not the man she hoped to marry. God knows I want my only child, my little girl, to be anything but a poet, a word magician, who disappears decades of her life wondering what the plural of faux pas is, and chops into pieces a lovely friend just to drag out one more hideous verse. What I want for her is to be a veterinarian, and to meet an engineer and birth 5 children, all of whom grow up to become plastic surgeons, except for the one odd duck who plays double A ball before retiring to open a mechanic's garage somewhere in the foots of South Dakota. But what I got instead is a kid who rolls in puddles and thinks she transforms into a dog in her sleep and wants to do science projects on unicorns, who tells me that rainbows are made when someone bombs a Kool-Aid factory. And now this latest thing, this Eating Beauty. Just yesterday I was passing her bedroom door and saw her sitting beside her doll collection, tasting each one like a plate of ladyfingers. And anger welled in me like never before. But when I saw her tear off a leg and nibble it, I swear she was so beautiful I wanted to eat her. This was James Valvis reading his poem Eating Beauty. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share this poem. Thank you for listening. And as always, God bless you.